I'm still a hero sub with Prime. Oh yeah, I did give a shout out to I'm still a hero. Did give that shout out. But once again, thank you for the Twitch Prime to I'm still a hero. Thank you, Papi. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Double the shout outs. But here we go. We're getting into game number 1 here, and we're going to be diving into King's Cove. As spawning in the top left hand corner of King's Cove, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing himself, recently returning from the military. It is Zoun. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is herO. Here we go. We are going to be settling in here. And we had a lot of PvPs last night, let me tell you. I mentioned before, but in this week's OlimoLeague, Rogue and Su were like the only big Zerg names in the tournament. As you saw, Rogue went down in the round of 32, so we didn't really have much Zerg representation coming into the quarterfinals. It was mainly PvPs and TVTs. I mean, we just did cast Beyond versus Cure, for example. Oliveira was also in the tournament, alongside here, herO, Zoun, Trap, Creator. So mainly Protoss and Terran here tonight in OlimoLeague. But really good matches, though, so I do recommend it. Do you recommend checking out the VODs? Do you recommend it? As it was a lot of fun. But now, going to be settling in. We do have our initial gate, Cyber Expand, herO doing his best max packs impression, and meanwhile Zoun going for a 2-gate opener. Now, something really important to point out here that I should emphasize, we casted a herO yesterday morning in the Pigosor Monday, and of course last night in OlimoLeague, and something that we have noticed, something that I've noticed, is that herO has been going for this opener quite a bit. We actually casted herO versus Max Packs yesterday in Pigosor Monday, and more often than not, we saw herO go for Gate Cyber Expands. It was great, or I should say Gate Cyber into Stargate into Expansion. So yeah, herO, it looks like he's kind of like redefined his PvP a little bit, and he's been embracing this opener much more often than not. It's kind of crazy. He does do things very differently to Max Packs, though, I should emphasize that. But it's been really cool to see herO now adopt this a little bit more, or at least kind of like he's playing around with his PvP. Meanwhile, it does go Zella first, moving out across the map. Zoun did open double gate. He also scouts across the map. He's delaying the expansion, and Zoun has the option to be aggressive himself and to potentially even go for an all-in. Can potentially all-in off of this. Zella gets forced back. Back at home, there's that Stargate open out. If herO should be Stargate into Oracle, if he feels like he's being all-in, herO can go for a Void Ray as a follow-up as well, as herO does expand. So faster expansion for herO in general, just a greedier build from our Blue Protoss player, and it's going to be on Zoun to punish. Zoun does shade in, shade is denied. Zoun does get eyes on the expansion. Tasking from the Nexus. Probe gets hidden towards the top right, and Zoun will take the natural. So Zoun is not going for a one-base all-in as a response. He is expanding. Shades into the main, though. Does deny some mining time. Doesn't quite kill any probes, though. Doesn't kill workers, but does deny mining. As herO is settling in and going for the Oracle first. So Oracle's being sent across the map. Pylon gets thrown down. It is going to be a Twilight Council opener here out of Zoun. We'll see. So Zoun has options. He could either go for, say, like a 3-gate setup back at home and then proxy additional gateways and turn this into a 2-base all-in, or he could proxy a Dark Shrine. Could go for a Blink plus DT opener instead. We'll see what exactly he does proxy with his Pylon. Oracle gets across the map, gets eyes on the later expansion. Void Ray on the way. Again, this is a very safe move by herO. The Void Ray does help against all-ins, but he does confirm the lack of extra gateways. And there it is! Dark Shrine. Okay, it's going to be the proxy DTs here from Zoun. Now, if herO doesn't get any, or if he will lose his Oracle, then he's going to be in some trouble. Thankfully, I mean, Oracle has Revelation, so herO does have access to detection. Does have at least one Oracle, and can also make additional Oracles as well, if need be. If the Oracle were to go down, I mean, different story. You see herO moving out, though. Does move out with his army. Fanning out his units. Moving up with the Void Rays, the Stalkers, and the Oracle. And what do we have at home to defend? No shield battery. Uh-oh. No shield battery for Zoun. And Zoun, he does miss the move out. herO is setting up. Throws down the stasis. Pushing towards the natural. And with the help of this Void Ray, he can take control of the natural base as well. The boys are being pulled. Here he does focus out one of the Stalkers. He gets one. Getting two. Lose the Void Ray. But he wants to focus on the additional Stalkers here. The Oracle goes down as well. Bear that in mind. Oh, the Stasis. Stasis goes off. Big connection on the probes. Here he can still maintain himself. He's being forced back for now. Gets 2 probe kills. But the Oracle did fall, and you know what that means? That means 0 detection. Now, he can chrono out an Oracle, true. Oracle can be chronoed, but that's the only way for herO to get any detection. And here come the Dark Templar. DT's warping in. herO, he did not scout the proxy. He's not aware of what's going on. For now, it's just going to be the 1 DT, though. Thankfully for herO. Just 1 Dark Templar waddling in. Oracle is on the way. DT hits the main. There's no chrono, so it looks like herO doesn't notice until now. Yeah, probes are falling. There's a chrono boost on the Stargate. Adept into the natural. 5 probes going down. Getting up to 6. 6 probes can get up to 7. 7 worker kills. There's the recall. Zoun, he saves the Dark Shrine. Very nice. Sorry, he saves the DT. Very nicely done. Saves the worker. Saves the Dark Shrine even. Got Dark Templar. That's it. Second DT warps in. Zoun, he threatens the third. Doesn't kill it though. Doesn't cancel it. Third bases are thrown down. Second DT waddling in. But this time, yeah, there is the Oracle. And herO does notice. Snipes the Dark Templar. Stalkers, they do get a kill on the shield battery. They kill a probe as well. Nice pickoffs here by Zoun. Very nice pickoffs. Additional DTs waddling in. Behind this, taking up. He has Blink, sure, but I was working towards Immortals. So Stalker Immortal out of Zoun. So Dark Templar is not quite revealed yet. I mean, there's nothing to really focus on. Does reveal itself, does swipe away at the expansion. It gets 2 probes. But herO has time to respond. And herO will kill the Dark Templar. Behind this, herO is taking up. I mean, for now, he's just going Pure Blink Stalker. +1, Pure Blink Stalker, no Immortals, no charge lots. Just purely Blink Stalker for the time being. It's Zoun who's refining his army. And even though Zoun is down in Stalkers, the Immortal count makes up for that. Speaking of herO and his tech, there it is, charge now beginning. So he's going for a more gateway-heavy composition. Zoun is not there yet. There we go, getting his own charge, getting his own forge for +1. Zoun is catching up, slightly behind in this tech, but only slightly, by a couple of seconds. And the game will settle down. It's been a pretty intense kind of a couple of moments here between Zoun and herO, but now we can get into our economies, third bases, worker counts are neck and neck, quite comparable to each other. Oh. Can your opponent see it when you recall invisible units within its vision range, but without detection? They can hear the sound effect of the recall, and they do see like the effect as well on like the shimmering unit. So yeah, they know. There are like visual and audio cues of the recall. As herO does move out. He's going to be pushing towards the third. Yeah, the army is spotted. Army gets revealed. Zoun's keeping up. So far, so good. Oh! Yeah, Zoun has a high ground. Now, we spoke about this in the Rogue versus Whole Mono series about how defendable you are on 3 bases on this map, and I stand by that. Oh! As Zoun gets dragged out into the open. Charge is done, though. Charge is done, and Immortal's going to be able to force herO back, and herO cannot fight this head on. Ooh, does kite well, though, against her Stalkers. And again, herO, he has to kite. He cannot fight against the main army. Pulls back, pulls away. And so does Zoun. herO rotating over towards the natural. Zoun not quite in position. herO going for the natural. Gets a pylon. Depowers the robo. Gets 1. Gets 2. Not bad. Gets 2 pylons, but there's no way out of this. Yeah, there's no way to blink out. Oof. A lot of Stalkers fall. Suddenly, this wasn't as worth it. So many Stalkers go down. Yeah, that was 8. 8 Stalkers for 2 pylons. Not like this. Zoun takes a better trade, takes a 4th. 4th base on the way. herO, his own 4th already up and running. So herO does maintain a bit of economy. You could argue that herO can afford these trades, getting a 5th expansion as well. Oh my god. Let's go. Going for the 5th. Meanwhile, Zoun rushing into Disruptors. Second Robo is up and running, going into double Robo, double Disruptor production. Bold move out of Zoun. So Zoun, he is skipping Archons. He's skipping Archons. He's skipping Warp-ins here in favor of teching into Disruptors. That is a higher form of tech. We'll see if we can get away with it. Meanwhile, herO poking in. Oh. The other advantage, of course, for herO is the better economy, which means the larger army. So herO will have a larger force, but Zoun's quality is going to be greater here, as Disruptors have so much potential. And even though Disruptors were nerfed in some aspects, they were left the same in PvP. So those adjustments, they don't really affect this matchup. They're still quite strong is what I'm getting at. They still pop up. herO takes down an Observer. Never goes off. Disruptors are revealed. herO knows. herO going for his own Dark Shrine. Let's go. So Dark Shrine is on the way. Poking in. Zoun reinforcing. He's up to 4 Disruptors, soon to be 6. Jesus. 6 Disruptors here for Zoun. There are some cannons in position as well. As here he rotates over towards the natural. Zoun keeps up. Force fields get placed. That is going to actually slow down hero's push. Zoun looking to collapse in from behind. And does he commit? herO pushing up the ramp. Force fields lock him down. Nova goes off. Big connection on the Zealots. And Zoun, okay, he rotates over. Doesn't come in from behind. Does leave his Disruptors here on the right hand side. Zealots get cleaned up. A better trade for Zoun. Zoun is maxed. herO falling in supply. hero's in trouble. herO is in trouble. The Immortals, they get caught out as well. Massive pickups. Zoun gets one. Gets one Immortal. herO going for a backstab. Coming in from behind, but their Disruptors is on him away. Zoun catching the second Immortal. Both Immortals fall. herO, he has to get the hell out of here. Does he have a recall? As the recall is going to be the only way out. Oh. Leaving out more Stalkers. Zoun cutting him off. He will come in for a flank. He will cut him off. A lot of Stalkers falling here. Yeah, brutal losses for herO, and herO is going for a counterattack. Just going for a massive counterattack instead. Heading right down mid, right towards the natural. Meanwhile, Zoun pushing in. The Disruptors! Up! The Novas! Novas go off! Oh my god! Massive connections. Who catches who? One Disruptor's gonna fall, maybe 2. But massive connections, and herO, his main army, does crumble. At the same time, across the map, he busts into the natural, gets a mineral line, 19 probes going down. Robo's under fire, and we're going for the base trade. We're going for the full-on base trade. Zoun, he hits a 3rd in the natural at the same time, takes down the Dark Shrine. No more DTs. No more Dark Templar for herO. herO kills the natural, but he's losing 2 bases. herO moving towards a 3rd. And moving toward the 3rd expansion. Zoun pushing in. Now, bearing in mind, herO did have extra bases. He has a 4th and his 5th base up and running. So he still has 2 bases operational, but the main base is being broken. And Zoun is holding onto his own main. Main so far untouched. The gateway's under fire. herO takes down the 3rd, going for the 4th, and going for the 5th as well. But the entirety of the main is falling for herO. That's all the production. That's all the gateways. At the same time, Zoun engaging with his reinforcements, collapsing on the Zealots, maybe even the Immortals as well. Yeah, some rough losses for herO. Oh. Does hold on though. Does force Zoun back. And Zoun, does he recall? He has the option. He could recall back home to save the main. herO's pushing in. He did have some DTs left over. Does get into the main base. At the same time, Zoun continues. Continues the base trade. Does go for the 4th. Zoun still has the 5th up and running. Bear that in mind. Still has a Nexus. The DTs! Oh my god! No detection! DTs, they come in from behind. They get on top of the Immortals. The Immortals are going down. No detection here for Zoun. Checking the production here. Zoun, he has one observer across the map. He has one observer back at home. Ay. The DTs, they're popping up. They catch the sentries. Immortals go down sentries as well. The Invisible Man catches the army. And herO is killing the main. Denies +3. D-Power is going for the Robo as well. Second observer does pop in. Zoun is racing back home. But Zoun does have now 2 observers. He's consolidating here at his 5th, or now his final expansion, the final Nexus. herO is being revealed, but no, he does throw down another ninja base. But herO's trapped. He's trapped in the main. Uh-oh. There's no recall. Does blink out with the Stalkers, but what about the rest of the army? He's being pinned in with Disruptors. Zoun pushes forward. Does spot the army. Never goes up. Ooh. Takes down 1 Zealot. At the same time, GTs, they hit the expansion. And he has to respond. He has to come back. Nexus goes down. Massive pick of the DTs. They're winning the game for herO. There's another base when he gets found. herO, he's going for it, and Zoun, he has to respond. He has to race back to save the expansion, which means the main army breaks out. herO, he breaks out of the main. Nova goes off. No connection. Nexus under fire. Ay. DTs are cleaned up. There's the boys. The detection. The observers. Up. Never goes off. Stalker's going down. herO bleeding out too much. And Zoun saves his base. He double expands, taking to the top right, taking the corner bases. And he does find the expansion. The pylon, thanks to the pylon, does find the last Nexus of herO. Nexus is cancelled. herO rotating in, looking at the units tab. herO, he has 4 DTs. He has 2 Immortals and 14 Zealots. The entirety of the army coming together. He gets spotted by the hallucination. Never goes up. herO, he's banking on this stasis trap, but there's detection. Stasis gets denied. Nova goes off once again, just zoning him away. DTs are coming from behind. The northern expansion was cancelled. herO trying to collapse in. Dark Templar cleaned up. But herO just doesn't have the numbers here. There's a recall. Zoun saves the Stalkers. Recall's over. herO does have a base soon to be up and running, but he's getting cornered. No! Yeah, there's no way out of this. herO, he has to fight. Nervous go up. herO gets completely cleaned up, and this is his final army. The Immortals, as they all go down. GG gets called, and Zoun takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played. Zoun does take a lead in this series 1-0. Again, a very intense, very chaotic game here. We had a full base trade as well on King's Cove. herO, who was popping off with the ZTs, with the counterattacks. It was crazy what the Dark Templar were able to achieve there from both sides as well. Both herO and Zoun were making use of them, of course, throughout the game. But GG. GG, well played. Zoun does take a lead. Oh my god. Banger, Poppy, banger. Oh my god. When behind, exactly. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Abyssal Reef, we have our South Korean Protoss player leading the series 1-0. We'll see if he can close it out and advance on to the semis. It is Zoun. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the other South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss representing Weibo Gaming, WBG, down in this series. We'll see if he can recover. It is herO. And as you can see, so much more smooth. So much more smooth here. So thankfully, I mean, hopefully I don't jinx it, but again, I do apologize for the frame drops that were happening in game 1. I know it was less than ideal, and it was even frustrating to cast as well, so I do apologize for that. But now you can see a buttery smooth, beautiful, the power of a VPN. Again, if you're curious about it, it's just the routing to the Korean service sometimes is less than ideal, and a VPN does help with that, as it just reroutes you to more efficient nodes and does clear things up. So sometimes just the connection from Australia to Korea is just really shaky. It just picks an inefficient route, and then you get lag spikes, or you get not necessarily lag spikes, but frame drops, as you saw, which is out of our control. Which node is automatically picked, I mean, by default. But for now, we're settling in. And so far, so good. We do have a 2-gate opener out of Zoun from our blue Protoss player. Meanwhile, herO, likewise, 2-gate opener as well. Okay, everything looking normal for the time being. Everything looking as it should. 2-gate openers all around. Meanwhile, it's going to be double adept from herO. We have our first 2 units of choice. Double adept against Stalker Sentry. So herO is going to be the aggressor. Double adept, of course, has the potential to one-drop probes, can shade into a mineral line, can move out across the map. Meanwhile, on the side of Zoun, ideally, he's going to be taking a more defensive role instead. Ooh, Stargate follow-up. Just hyper-aggression. Just hyper-aggression out of herO. Double adept into Oracle. So it's all about killing workers. It's all about getting economic damage done. Pylon does complete, though. And that will delay reinforcements. herO commits. Is aware of the pylon. I believe he did avoid the pylon scout. But Zoun likewise opening up with his own Stargate. Oh my god. That I was not expecting. Stargate versus Stargate. Zoun, he delays his expansion. Adepts are revealed. Adepts, they are revealed. Pylon does full. herO now going to be able to expand. Zoun is being denied. Sorry, herO being denied. Looking for a way in. Oracle's on the way. So far, Zoun is in position, opening up with a Phoenix. I mean, he did scout, did confirm the Stargate. Zoun is aware. Is aware of what's going on. herO does have control of the low ground, though. Reinforces with 3 Stalkers, sets up a stasis. herO is ready. Up. Nice probe, though. Zoun, he baits out the stasis. Chases down the Adepts. And Zoun holds. Zoun, he holds on. herO, meanwhile, he has to back off. He has to retreat. He cannot contest against this. And he falls back. As the dust settles, Zoun does have a faster expansion. So Zoun, he will have the better economy initially. Will have the better economy. herO threatens a shade. Oracle gets 2 probes. Not bad. 2 workers go down. That's tough for herO. Will threaten a shade into the natural, but doesn't quite pull it off. And Zoun, so far, he's holding on, maintaining himself. herO taking into Blink, into a Robo as well. So it could be Blink into Robo follow-up here from herO. Zoun is still making more Phoenixes, though. Curious. This is often not really seen in PvP. I mean, outside of Phoenix Wars, of course. But Zoun committing quite hard. And Phoenixes have a lot of potential. They have potential to harass, to get across the map and get economic damage, true. When it comes to main fights, they can shut down War Prisms and focus and try to lift up Immortals as well. They have their place. They have a lot of utility, that is true. But this early on, it can be quite difficult to really gain too much value with them. He's being active, but he does have to be careful not to lose them, as this was a big investment. Hallucination confirms that herO takes the 3rd. Zoun is aware. Zoun should respond with his own. You can see Zoun catching up. Robo, Twilight Council on the way. Zoun will eventually work towards Blink. Eventually. He might even skip it and go straight into charge. Zoun has that option. Phoenix is still looking. I believe looking for the Oracle. As the Oracle's with the main army. And herO pushes. He does push to the center. Stasis is set up. herO rotating over towards the third. Let's rotate over. So far, Zoun keeping up. So it's herO away. Likewise, Pro's going down to Epsay Shade into the natural. Not bad. 5 Pro kills so far. Very well worth it here for 2 Adepts. A very worthwhile trade. Likewise, main army's going to be clashing. Stasis goes off, catches out 3 Stalkers. That's because here from herO. Very nice pickups as herO backs off. Zoun committing into Glaives. Very aggressive, very committed here by Zoun. Glaive Adepts that don't really scale well into a longer game, but he also knows how far behind he is. I'm referring to the third. Like herO, his third base is fully operational. It's been mining for quite some time, and Zoun, his own third, just finished. So he knows he's behind. He knows he has to get damage done. So he's committing with Adepts. As herO takes a fourth. Now, is herO being too greedy? Zoun basically going for an all-in. Yeah, Zoun, he's not saturating his third base. It's basically a 2-base all-in. 2-base all-in out of Zoun. He is pushing. Both armies are comparable, but there we go. Adepts are coming in to reinforce. herO does have the stasis. Oh my god. And it does connect. Master stasis does connect here. herO, he's now aware of the army. He has time to respond. herO was out of position. But now he rotates. Shield batteries are on the way. He spots the main force. And Zoun is still committed. He's still all in. Again, no probes. No saturation whatsoever. Oracle gets caught out. Finally! Oracle does fall. herO, he does commit. Nice lives here on the Immortals. And herO's are getting caught out. Yeah, the Immortals are going to be focused out one after the other. And Epsay Shade in up the ramp. Don't quite commit. One Immortal gets saved. And Zoun, he just rotates. He's going to rotate instead. Ooh, there is another stasis though. Up! Not as massive, but still good connection nonetheless. Stasis pops off. Expansion under fire. Nice force fields here out of herO. Buying time. Nexus is going to fall, but that doesn't matter. Again, it's a 2-base all-in against 4 bases. Zoun needs more damage. Collapse 4 takes out 2 of the Stalkers. What about the Immortals, though? What about those Immortals? Base goes down. He commits! Oh, that I'm not so sure about. Commits to the Shade. Army moves in, gets 1 Immortal. Gets 2 even. 2 of them get lifted. There's 1 Immortal left. Boys are being pulled into Adepts. And can the Immortals be targeted down? It looks like they barely can. It looks like Zoun may just barely have enough. It's still so close, though. There's still 3 Immortals left over. And no more Phoenixes. No more Phoenixes, but their base is getting broken. Zoun pushing in. He has his own Prism. His own reinforcing Adepts. Nexus is going to go down. And herO looks like he was too greedy. With a 4th base with more saturation. Now he's coming in for the surround, though. Setting up to collapse on the army. And who collapses on who? Threatens a Shade. Zoun can always force field behind him. He's holding onto those force fields. Collapsing on the army, getting on top of the Robo. More Adepts have arrived. Still waiting for those force fields. Up, gets the Immortal. And brutal pick off. Immortal goes down, and Zoun, there's the force fields. He locks down the army. And he can commit. And it looks like Zoun has done it. He has done it. The 2-base all-in has worked. The Immortal gets saved. herO buying a lot of time. Drew has but a lot of time. More reinforcements coming in. herO, he's holding on. Oh my god. Dives on the Prism. Prism goes down. Immortal gets started. And it looks like Zoun just barely doesn't have enough. He has purely Adepts left. Shades into the main. Going for the economy. I mean, Zoun is up on bases. True. He's up on bases. He's up on workers. But he loses everything. Everything is going to go down. Shades into the natural, getting more probe kills. Again, very impressive defense here by herO. And now herO's all in. Now the turns of table here, he's completely all in. He's down to 26 probes. Time is on Zoun's side. He needs immortals. Needs to reinforce with immortals as quickly as possible. Shield batteries on the way. Zoun, he needs to set up. Shield batteries, immortals. He's building up back at home. herO moving out. Zoun, he can afford to lose this expansion, but he does pull the boys. Second immortal has arrived. Now herO has micro potential with the prism, and Zoun just gives up. Yeah, he gives up on the base, wants none of it. Zoun playing it safe. Plays it safe. We'll lose the Nexus and the shield batteries. Zoun harassing across the map, gets another 8 probes. herO down to 18 workers. Oh my god. Zoun correctly identifying that, I mean, herO, he has no economy. He has no economy. Zoun did not have to save the third. It would have been nice, don't get me wrong, but didn't have to. Zoun is in the driver's seat. Zoun retaking his own expansion. Soon to. herO backing up. herO does have the army supply advantage, so that has to be respected. There's that third base being retaken. herO still being active. Rotating across the map. Observers trying to catch each other out. herO rotating. Do have Zeltier on the right hand side as well. Charge is done for herO. He's going for the mineral line. There are Swords in position though. herO pushes in, catches out the immortal. Oh, nice save there from Zoun. Is going to be a nice save. War Prism survives. Zeltier wreaking havoc. Zoun, he has to reinforce, but he will be able to. He saves the natural. For the most part. A couple of probes are definitely falling though. In the end, he will save the expansion. herO backs up. Ooh, even forcing a recall here. Zoun having a hard time defending. Is getting pulled apart. Does keep up, does save the base. Third is getting up. And again, the longer this goes on, the better it is for Zoun. As herO retreats. herO, he does retreat. Zoun moving forward. Collapsing in the army. He wants that immortal, and he's gonna get it. Oof. Immortal goes down, Prism too late. And herO, he had a good run making it here to the quarterfinals, but alas, I mean, game 1 was very chaotic. herO, even in game 2, herO, he had a nice lead. He was in a good position, but he was up against an all-in. And again, he was too greedy. He was getting a 4th base while Zoun was 2 base all-in. So herO just too greedy, gets caught out. Ooh, nice catch from herO though. Archon shots going off. Takes down most of the adepts. Very efficient fight from herO. Zoun, he has to back off. He cannot engage. Not anymore. Very efficient fight here from herO. And now suddenly herO takes a supply lead. herO does take the army supply lead. Again, Archons, they just melt adepts and charge lots. herO backs off. herO, no shield batteries. Prism goes down. There's one shield battery on the way. Sorry, Zoun is in trouble. Zoun has no shield battery. God, I keep doing that. How tired am I? It's been a long weekend, but aye. herO moving in. Into 4 immortals. That's a lot of immortals. Shield battery putting in a lot of work. Zeltier gaining ground. Archons are pushing in. And herO, does he have enough? Going for the warp in here behind the army. But the immortals, they stand strong. And they focus on the Archons. They at least try to. 1, 2 immortals, 4 boys are being pulled into the Archon shots. But we reinforce this. Looks like Zoun barely has enough. We'll lose a lot of probes in the process. 17 probes go down. But Zoun holds. Oh, does he? It's still so close. Such a close fight. 19 workers go down. herO, he ties up the worker count. 27 to 30. Again, here with the more efficient army, with of course the upgrades of 1-1 with the Archons. He's able to make up for otherwise a subpar economy. And herO's back in this. He's back in this game. Crazy. Again, the power of the Archons, the power of 1-1. And with that, now herO even takes an economic lead. 36 probes. He has the better economy. He has the better army. And Zoun, he lost his advantage. Like, Zoun's big advantage here in this game was the worker count. Was the base and the workers. He doesn't have that anymore. But he's not out of this yet. Zoun going for a depth harass into the mineral line. Ooh, doesn't commit to the shade, but he does confirm. Does confirm saturation. Now Zoun knows he no longer has an advantage. Like, now Zoun knows. And he was so close. He was so close. Zoun building up, getting ready for another move out. But again, he has no upgrades. He has no forge. I mean, he's been all in for quite some time. And that's something that he wasn't able to recover in. Zealous gets spotted. Zoun, he has to respond. He doesn't. He doesn't respond. Zealous busts into the natural. Zoun is all in, but he's pushing into 3 Archons. There's no shield battery. True. Back at home, Zoun is losing workers. herO. He does give up on the third. Trading a base for a base. Zoun going for the... herO going for the third base as well. And Zoun, can he actually break the natural? Force fields get broken. Zealous gets to the mineral line. It's all or nothing now. At this point, it's all or nothing for Zoun. One way or another, the game is about to end. Either Zoun kills herO, he dies trying. Force fields, they do slow down the reinforcements. Adepts, they get shut down by the Archons. Zoun trying to force his way in. The Immortals doing a lot in the back line. There's the recall for the Zealots. Zealots take a recall back home. Only 2 Archons left. The juggling does save them, but nah, herO, he has enough. He holds. herO, he shuts down the Archons, the Immortals. Cleans up the army. And Zoun has nothing left. GG gets called, and herO with the comeback takes game number 2. And we're going to the ace match. GG. Very impressive game there. Crazy game. Very back and forth, time and time again. But herO, he does take it. Again, I mean, he initially was too greedy. Then Zoun, unfortunately, was unable to keep up with the production, with the upgrades of herO. Very back and forth. Very close. GG. GG, well played. With that, we're going all the way to game 3. All the way back. We'll see how the story ends. Meanwhile, looks like the other matches have concluded. We have some updates. Trap takes down Goblin 2-1. Trap advancing on to the semifinals, waiting for the winner of the series. Meanwhile, we have Creator. Creator also takes down Hearthstone 2-0, and Creator is up against Oliveira in the semifinals. So what does that mean? That means we have 3 series remaining after this one. 3 series left. 2 semifinals and the grand finals. We will soon embrace them. For now, we are, of course, going to be concluding this series before jumping into those other matches. We're getting there. Alright, getting there. I would imagine that up next is going to be Creator versus Oliveira. I would imagine. That is going to be the next series. And that will allow either one of these 2 Protoss players to rest up and recuperate. Ooh, and Zoun, we have his map of choice. We're going to be loading into Neon Violet Square. Let's go. The final map of the series. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neon Violet Square, we have the red Protoss player. The red Protoss being forced into the ace match. We'll see if he can recover after a very clutch game. It is Zoun. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Weibo Gaming. It is herO. We go. PvP continues and it ends on Neon Violet Square. Interesting choice. Zoun going for a very large map, and as a result, we should be seeing economic openers. Should be seeing Gate into Cybercore into Nexus. And this could also be the beginning of Phoenix Wars. I know I'm saying that a little bit soon here, but typically economic openers lead into Stargate play, and that leads into Phoenixes versus Phoenixes. That is typically what occurs. We'll see if either player has a plan coming into this, though. We'll see if they have something else up their sleeve. Oh. 2-gate opener out of Zoun, which means he has access to a one-way soul in. He could one-way soul in. Meanwhile, herO, gateway into Cybercore, into Stargate, into expansion. This is a very economic opener here out of herO. There's Cybercore on the way. So herO is going to be the defender. Zoun is going to be the aggressor. Now with the probe scout, herO confirms the 2-gate opener. Likewise, herO, he's looking for the pylon. Second pylon should soon be thrown down. Zoun's probes across the map. There's second pylon in the main, so Zoun is not proxy. No proxy by Zoun, but he will have that early gateway lead and that early gateway advantage. And Zoun could still throw down a pylon elsewhere. Could at least try to. Nexus gets placed. Interesting. herO cutting corners. Here he goes for the Nexus before tech, before Stargate. So very greedy here from herO. Zoun is aware, and even though Zoun doesn't proxy, Zoun can still turn this into a one-base all-in. So far, Stalker into Adept. There's a Stargate for herO, which is standard. herO, if he confirms that there is a one-base all-in coming, then herO can start Void Ray production. For now, though, should be Oracle. Should be an Oracle first. Zoun, does he expand? Does Zoun decide to expand? That is the question. Probe is being hunted down. Yeah, he's expanding. Zoun, he will take the natural, and herO will delay. Very annoying delay here. Probe gets killed, and Zoun, do we commit? He's going for his Twilight Council. He's forced to throw down in sec. Zoun wanted to expand, but he's forced not to. Do engage here in the center of the map. We have the Pachinko machine. Oh. Adept does shade. Void Ray gets scouted. Again, herO, he confirms there is no expansion, so he's getting ready here for a a 2-base defense. For a 1-base all-in. Here is preparing. Zoun going for the unnatural. Natural going for the third. I mean, he has to. And if herO doesn't scout this, herO, he might overreact. I mean, already the Void Ray does tell us that herO is expecting an all-in. Yep, shield battery's on the way. herO is setting up. Ooh, it was Void Ray first. Yeah, okay. This was a Void Ray first opener out of herO. That means the scout is late. And yep, there we go. 2 shield batteries to the natural, 1 shield battery to the main. herO is overreacting. If he had gone for an Oracle first, he could scout. He could move out, he could scout, he could confirm what's happening. Alas, herO played it safe. As a result, is being overly cautious. He's being overly cautious. Oracle moves out. Oracle does move out across the map. You are setting up. Oracle checks the third. Up. does confirm. Now herO knows. Now he really realizes what's happening. Proxy gateway here. Zoun going for DTs, I would imagine. No other reason for a proxy. I mean, outside of hiding a 2-base all-in. Oracle gets trapped, but at least herO is aware that there is an expansion. Void Rays are amassing, and they're headed towards that mineral line. Meanwhile, show us what you got. Twilight Council is done. Blink as well. Oracle distracts Void Rays. Oh, with the force field! Blink is revealed. And here he delays mining, but not much more than that. Zoun, proxy, 2 gates. So what do we see? Oh my god, it's 2-base all-in. Zoun, he has 2 gates back at home. He's got 3 across the map. And this should be the beginning of a 6-gate 2-base all-in. As right now he's on 5. But he can afford 6. Regardless, Zoun is going all-in. And for the time being, here he takes a 3rd. Here he's expanding. Oof. Is taking a 3rd base. Here he has the bare minimum to defend. Oracle will delay mining. I mean, due to delayed mining, I mean, 5 gates makes a little more sense. And here comes Zoun, moving in with a massive army. What about the stasis? Oh, that's it. Oh my god, massive stasis goes off. Catches out Zoun. But that's the majority of the Stalkers, and with that, herO holds. herO, he shuts down the all-in. Ay, ay, ay. That was how many? Jesus. 8. 8 Stalkers get caught. And Zoun, what does he do from here? I mean, he has to either engage or try to disengage, but again, the Immortals are here. They shut him down. 1, 2, 3 Stalker kills. 4 Stalkers. Oh my god. 4 Stalkers fall. As Blink was on cooldown. Because he blinked in. And with that, herO, he's looking strong. Like, he's more than held. He's got 2 shield batteries, 3rd base getting up and running. Zoun forced to expand. He was all in. Now he has to transition out of this. And it is looking disastrous here. Pokes forward. Does poke in. Triggers the shields. Oh, getting an immortal. Not bad. Bit of miscontrol here by herO. Bit of miscontrol. Does slip up. Immortal goes down. As here he does get behind the mineral line. Oh, will threaten the main. Will threaten at least. Keeping Zoun busy. Again, Zoun now taking his own 3rd. And so far, some good pickups here by Zoun to get the Immortal. Slipping him from behind. Oh no! Not again! Another stasis goes off. And here he can just run and fight. And once again, he's going to be able to catch out this army. Gets a Stalker. Oh, and that's going to be another 5 Stalkers for Zoun. And here he's camping. Yeah, he's just camping the Stalkers. Of course he is. Now Blink is available this time. Yeah, does Blink away. Thankfully, this time there was Blink. But oh my god, the Stalkers get locked down regardless. Ay, ay, ay. Zealous, they warp into Wolof. And herO has a massive supply lead. He's moving out. Oh no. Here he moves out right through the center, taking a 4th base behind this. And oh boy, here we go. Also, I was curious about this, but yes, both Immortals and Archons can make their way through the Pachinko machine. Tanks cannot. So you get the recall back home. And we'll see if Zoun can hold. Zoun has the high ground, he has the concave, true. He has shield batteries as well. But herO has the army supply lead. He has a massive army. Force fields are good, but that's what the Archons are for. And he does dive in. The Void Rays activate their prismatic alignments. The warp is denied. Not bad. Warp is denied, but there's just too much. There's just too much. There's just far too much here. The Archons, the Immortals, they stutters their way in. They stutter step forward. GG gets called, and herO will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the semi-finals. GG. GG, well played. herO will take the series. Again, a very intense PvP, both game 2 and even here in the ace match, we saw that Zoun had potential with the all-in, but the stasis traps were brutal. The stasis traps, they were insane. With that, congratulations, herO will advance on. My condolences to Zoun as he is knocked out of the tournament. And with that, we're getting ready for our next series here. herO is going to be going up against Trap in the next round, I believe.